There are soups. And then there is Edi Ka Ikong, a soup so rich, so powerful, and so deeply rooted in culture that in many homes in southern Nigeria, it is called the king of vegetables. The name Edi Ka Ikong comes from the Efik language of Cross River State and literally means vegetable pot, but don't let that simple name fool you. This soup is luxury in a pot, traditionally prepared by the Efik people of Calabar. Edi Ka Ikong is famous for its rich combination of leafy vegetables, assorted meat, seafood, palm oil, and intense flavor. Back in the day, this soup was reserved for special occasions, traditional weddings, important visitors, celebrations, and royalty because honestly, not everybody could afford to cook it. And even today, if someone serves you a good pot of Edi Ka Ikong, just know you are respected. Today, I'll show you how to make this iconic Nigerian delicacy from scratch while also sharing the history, hidden facts, and stories behind one of the richest soups in Africa. So grab your ingredients, and let's cook. For this recipe, you'll need pumpkin leaves, also known as ugu, waterleaf, palm oil, assorted meat, cow skin, stockfish, dry fish, periwinkle, crayfish, Scotch bonnet peppers, onions, seasoning cubes, salt, and smoked turkey or beef for extra flavor. Now, here's something interesting. Traditionally, the Efik people used fresh seafood straight from the coastal waters around Calabar. That's why authentic Edi Ka Ikong has this deep seafood flavor that tastes almost impossible to recreate. Another fascinating fact is that this soup is incredibly nutritious. Waterleaf helps retain moisture and softness in the soup, while ugu is packed with iron, vitamins, and antioxidants. So yes, this soup is heavy, but somehow still healthy. First, wash your assorted meat thoroughly. Add onions, seasoning cubes, salt, and pepper, then allow it to cook until tender. Now, this part matters a lot because Edi Ka Ikong is all about layers of flavor. In many Nigerian homes, especially during celebrations, people judge the soup by the richness of the stock. If the stock tastes weak, the soup is already in trouble. And here's a little cultural story. In some Efik families, daughters traditionally learned this soup from their mothers and grandmothers. Cooking Edi Ka Ikong properly was once considered a sign that a woman was ready to host guests and manage a household. That's how respected this dish is. While the meat cooks, slice your ugu leaves finely and chop the waterleaf. Waterleaf cooks very quickly and releases a lot of moisture naturally, which is why authentic Edi Ka Ikong usually doesn't require much added water. Many Nigerians outside the South region used to mistake Edi Ka Ikong for simply vegetable soup. But true lovers of this dish know the difference immediately. The texture, the aroma, the seafood richness. Nothing compares. Next, place another pot on the fire and add your palm oil. Allow it to heat slightly but do not bleach it. Add onions and pepper, then add your stockfish, dry fish, smoked meat, and crayfish. At this point, your kitchen will start smelling like a traditional Nigerian celebration. And let me tell you something beautiful about Nigerian food culture. Many African soups are more than food. They are memory. A pot of soup can remind someone of home, childhood, their grandmother, Christmas in the village, or even people they have lost. That emotional connection is part of why traditional meals survive generations. And Edi Ka Ikong is one of those meals. Now add the cooked assorted meat and stock into the pot and stir thoroughly. Then add the waterleaf first and allow it to cook down for a few minutes. Before adding the ugu leaves, mix everything together carefully. At this point, the soup becomes thick, glossy, and beautifully green. Interestingly, Edi Ka Ikong is often compared to another famous Nigerian soup called afang soup. But they are not the same. Afang uses afang leaves and has a slightly tougher texture. Edi Ka Ikong is softer, richer, and more luxurious because of the heavy combination of seafood and vegetables. Some people even call it the premium version of vegetable soup. Now add your periwinkle. This ingredient changes everything. Periwinkle gives the soup that authentic coastal flavor that makes traditional Edi Ka Ikong unforgettable, and honestly, many people believe the soup is incomplete without it. Back in old riverine communities, seafood wasn't considered luxury food. It was everyday life. Families would fish early in the morning and cook fresh ingredients immediately. That freshness shaped the flavors we still celebrate today. Allow everything to simmer gently and taste for salt and seasoning. And just look at that texture. Rich, colorful, thick, and beautiful. This is not the kind of soup you rush. This is the kind of meal that brings people to the table before you even call them. In many Nigerian parties, once guests hear that Edi Ka Ikong is on the menu, the respect for the host increases immediately. Yes, that's serious. Traditionally, Edi Ka Ikong is served with pounded yam, gari, fufu, semavita, or iba. But personally, hot pounded yam with Edi Ka Ikong is an experience every food lover should try at least once. The richness, the softness, the smoky seafood flavor. Absolutely unforgettable. Edi Ka Ikong is more than a recipe. It is history, identity, hospitality, and southern Nigerian culture in a pot. And no matter how modern African food becomes, dishes like this continue to remind us where we come from. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what Nigerian soup we should cook next. And if you're from South Nigeria, tell us the special ingredient your family adds to Edi Ka Ikong. See you in the next video.